What's happening, everybody? Greg Ehrenberg here from OddsShopper, and we're going to be going on a little break after today's slate because the NBA All-Star break is upon us. Not of my choice. If it was up to you guys, I would be here giving out bets every day, all days of the week, but there's going to be no basketball games. So I've put on my finest Lilo and Stitch shirt to break down the final NBA slate for you guys before we head into All-Star break. So as you come in, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and as always, leave a comment. Let me know whatever it is that you guys are betting on today, or just any thoughts, comments, questions you have related to my bets, whether you love them or you hate them. I always do like to read all the comments you guys have below, and it helps us in the YouTube algorithm. And once again, I get to say, we've been on a really hot run as of late, and yesterday was another day where we ended up winning more of our bets than we lost. So 3 bets I had in yesterday's betting video, and we ended up winning 2 of them. Walker Kessler over 1.5 blocks. The guy's just been printing for us as of late, and even yesterday, it looked dire. We had Walker Kessler over 1.5 blocks. He had 0 blocks with 3 minutes left to go in the game, and then he blocked 3 shots over the course of 2 minutes to hit the over. The man's been cash money for us. Came through again yesterday. We had Jimmy Butler for under 0.5 threes, and as I was talking about, my rivalry with Jimmy Butler, him and I, we don't see eye to eye. We've been trying to fight each other on social media. We haven't quite been able to book the fight officially yet, but as for yesterday, he came through, made us some money, under 0.5 threes. He didn't even make it so that there was any chance. He took 0 threes in yesterday's game, so it was nice to win on that bet. And then the one losing bet we had was Trey Murphy over 3.5 rebounds. And a little bit annoying because he was in such a good situation. We had Larry Nance was ruled out shortly before the game, which meant that we had Trey Murphy projected really well. We actually had him projected for north of 5 rebounds heading into his game yesterday, but finished with just 2. So that was our lone losing bet to prevent us from having back-to-back sweeps on this video here. But hopefully we could get a nice sweep to head into the NBA All-Star break here. And going to be talking about that in a second, my favorite bets. But one thing I do want to point out to you guys is that while I am not going to be doing NBA videos because there's no NBA, we still have our premium betting Discord channel. You can get 1 week for 50% off signing up using the link below. And I do anticipate that in the coming days, I should have some MMA bets on Saturday. And then also, I'm hoping to put some stuff together for NBA All-Star Weekend. Maybe I can find a bet or 2 that I like, either based on something in the All-Star game or one of the skills competitions. So if that is of interest to you and you still want information for myself while the NBA is away, sign up for our Discord channel. 1 week, 50% off using the link that we have below. But let's get into the Thursday NBA slate. These are my favorite bets of the day. So to start us out, I'm going with Eric Gordon under 11.5 points. Our projections like this one a whole bunch, and I think there is reason for us to like it as well and really back up what's showing in our projections, where we have under 11.5 points for Eric Gordon being the #1 bet of the day in NBA Bet Pro, our prop betting tool over at Stokastic.com. And 1 week free trial. If you guys are interested in that, check it out below. 1 week for free, no risk to yourself. But here's why we like the under 11.5 points for Eric Gordon. We've got him projected for 8.3 today. The under expected to win north of 60% of the time. I just don't think he's playing a massive role with this Clippers team. We just saw him make his debut. He played 21.5 minutes and scored 7 points. You know, it's just hard to really project him for all that many points when he's playing on such a better team now than he was when he was with Houston. So instead of playing on a Houston team that has the worst record in the NBA, Eric Gordon is now coming off the bench. He's playing limited minutes, and he's surrounded by other talented players like Kawhi Leonard, like Paul George, and that just makes it hard for Gordon to soak up the same kind of usage. For instance, his first game with the Clippers, not only was the minutes not that high, his usage is only 16.4%. So when somebody's playing limited minutes and they're not getting a lot of shots per possession in those minutes, it's hard to expect Eric Gordon's going to be doing very much in the scoring department. Maybe he could get hot and hit some threes, but I think that's far less likely to happen than not here in this kind of scenario. So Eric Gordon under 11.5 points, I think that's good value. It's my first bet of the day. We are sponsored by DraftKings Sportsbook here today, and if you guys haven't taken advantage of this offer yet, it is a super easy way to make some money, because when you sign up at DraftKings using the link that we have below, your first $5 bet is going to pay out $150 as long as that team wins. And here's the good news. There are some college basketball favorites that are basic locks to win. So consider this $5 bet into $150 about as close to a no-brainer as you are going to get, because I've looked through all the college basketball lines, and this is the team that you guys want to use for this promo that is going to win. Oral Roberts. Stupid name for a college, but as far as college basketball goes, they're minus 3,000 favorites. So typically, on a minus 3,000 line, you have to bet $30 just to win $1. But with this offer, you sign up using the link below, and a $5 bet on Oral Roberts is going to pay out $150 when Oral Roberts ends up winning tonight. If you or anybody you know has a gambling problem, make sure to call or text the number 1-800-GAMBLER. But then also, don't forget, if you're signing up at DraftKings Sportsbook for the first time, use our links to get credit with $150 when Oral Roberts wins tonight. While the Rudy Gobert trade hasn't exactly been lauded for the amount of success it's brought to the Timberwolves or Gobert's play this year, he's still been an excellent rebounder, and I do like him for over 10.5 rebounds tonight. We have him projected for 12.3 in our projections in our betting model. And, you know, Gobert has been a really good rebounder this year, and I know that he's been inconsistent in terms of his actual on-court play, but he averages 11.4 rebounds per game, and he's been really, really strong as a rebounder ever since Karl-Anthony Towns got hurt. So if you look at the numbers over the last week, for instance, for Rudy Gobert, he's averaging 12 rebounds per game, and that's despite some of his recent games, by the way. If you just look at his box score, there's been times where just the Timberwolves have not been in all the most competitive games as of late. Actually, some of the recent games, so last game against Dallas, it was a 3-point game, and we saw Rudy Gobert pull down 14 rebounds in that game. But then some other spots, he has played somewhat limited minutes, because the game against Memphis was decided by 23 points. The game against Denver was decided by 34 points. And then before that, another game against Denver, that was a game where we saw the Minnesota Timberwolves win by 30 points. So some of these outcomes, just in terms of really lopsided scores, they meant that starters haven't played in the fourth quarter, and that's led to some limited minutes for Gobert. But on the whole, in competitive games, this is what we've seen from him. In games that have been close, where he's been able to finish out, these are the recent results. 14 rebounds last time out against Dallas. Game against Sacramento, 14 rebounds. Another game against Sacramento, 14 rebounds. Game against New Orleans, 12 rebounds. Game against Houston, 16 rebounds. So if we're actually just looking at competitive games, Gobert actually does have 12 or more rebounds in 6 consecutive contests. And as for tonight's game, we've got Minnesota taking on Washington, and the spread is only 3 points. So this should be a competitive game. We should see full minutes out of Gobert, and if the recent results tell us anything, Gobert puts up over 10.5 rebounds in close games. I like that over. So that's what I've got for you guys today. Just those 2 prop bets, and it's hard to find too much value. It's only a 3-game slate, and I don't just want to throw out bets for the purpose of throwing out bets. I want to make sure these are plus EV bets that I'm betting and that I think we're going to make some money on. And that is Eric Gordon under 11.5 points and Rudy Gobert over 10.5 rebounds. Let me know what you guys think about these bets below in the comment section. But also, before you leave, do me a favor, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Good luck, and I hope you guys enjoy the NBA All-Star break. I will be in our Discord answering any questions over the next week, and any other additional bets I have, I will be throwing them into Discord. Your first week is 50% off when you use that link below. I'll be back here next week, guys.